Hello everyone, my name is Sarah. Today I want to introduce you about ClassDoJo. It is very useful for teachers, students, and student parents to teach and learn it. Okay, let's go. You're going to do is go to the ClassDoJo website, create your teacher account with your email. And then once you are in, it is time to create your class. So go ahead and click at new class. Now give your class a name. So this is where I like to put a fandom for our class. I will just put teacher Jita and select my grade level right down here. 5. And then you can select what points you want to share with parents. You can always change and set them later. By the way, my students are Faye, Lily, Ziri, and LJ. It is time to add your students. You can add each student one by one. So I'm just going to copy and paste all those student names, and now they are all set with first name and last name. First, let's set up some group. So if you have student in 10 table group or use a hairstyle, you can create group, and let's set up the student you want in each group. You can give them their team's name right now. I will just put number group and click create group. I will repeat this until all of my group are done. Now I can see easily click on a group and reward the entire team a point. So this just make it super easy rather than going in and selecting each student one by one. So let me show you how to edit then. Now I'm going to go to the top where it says option and select edit class. Then I am going to select your avatar, and then I can change your avatar to another Dojo monster. So they also have this whole menu of other options. There are creators, a holiday, dance. Here is Valentine's Day. That might be cute for this week. There are just so many options. If it's a student's birthday, you can change their avatar for their birthdays. Now it is time to enter our scale, which is set at the points that we are going to be giving our students. So again, go up to the top, click option, edit class, and then click scale. So these are the positive points to reward your students, and you can completely edit this to fit for class. So right now, since I am teaching remotely, I will include skills that we are working a lot using the chat box or appropriately sharing out working as a team in background roles. So to do that, we will click escape, and then for now let's just use chat box. Then they have a ton of image options. This one looks good. Click save. I will add another one, this time completed assignments. Now for this one, I want to change the points value to 5 points and click save now. If I reward the student for completing assignments, they will get 5 points. So you can really make this about whatever skill you are working on it in class with your students. If you want to share points with your families and you are set now, you can clear all those little avatar and start recording points for your new skills. The last part The last part to set it is inviting your student families. So there is a few options to get them invited. You can share one class link easily, or you could type out each email and it will send out an invite link, or you can download parents advice where it gives them a code. And that's why it's classroom management. Now, when it comes to rewarding your students and classroom management, I really recommend going over with your student exactly how they can earn ClassDoJo points and what they are working towards. So if I click little Lily here, I can click add post and add a little note about how she was working in breakout rooms. I could even attach a photo if I wanted to, and that immediately gets posted on Lily's portfolio that we will talk about later on. Okay, now say you want to reward multiple students. For the same case, let multiple down here at the bottom and select multiple students at a time. If you want to give everyone points, you can click whole class point. My students have always loved when they earn a class point. They always cheers when that happens because they are just super proud, and it is a moment like that where we just really feel like family and working together. You can also select multiple on that than just select all students. I really like the features, and it was as my alternative to talk away points. If you see that Fate and LG have the series and ops ZD join, I will just select their name and give everyone else the point. I love this because it is not taking the points away from those three students. It's just rewarding the student who are demonstrating that behavior. Then I will pull those three students aside and just remind them that I am excited for them to earn the points next time and get them. Lily is ready to redeem her points. I will click her avatar, please redeem points, the number of points, her reward cost, and then write a little message that says what reward that she chose. Please redeem and you are done. This last piece of classroom management feature I'm going to go over is the toolkit. So there is a lot of great tools to use. Some of my favorite are the timer that I can easily project onto the screen on my computer, as I share my screen during Zoom call right now. So the random student selector is definitely the one I use the most. Also really like the group maker. You can select how many students you run each group. You can also select the option to not group certain students together. This always makes me laugh because only a teacher wanting to add this feature into group maker. I love it now. I know Faye gets a little angry when working with ZD. So if I don't want Fate and ZD to work together, I can say that in my group maker, so that every time I make group, they will never be in the same group. I definitely suggest exploring the toolkit to see what will be helpful for you. There is also music an option to project message and the rise onto the board. Now back at the classroom homepage. You can also select attendance. I know we need to submit attendance to our school, but I do like to use the attendance option on here because if a student is gone that day and I want to reward class point, It will reward to only students who are there, so this is a helpful tool. So next step is family communication. Using ClassDoJo has really worked wonders for my parents' involvement and communication over the years. I can click message and send message to one parent. So if I want to send a message to Lily's mom, I will select her and send the message. I can select all parents if I want to send them all the same message, or select just a group of parents. I really do see way more parents' involvement and communication because these messages are more likely having a text conversation with families without giving your personal phone number. Class story is another great way to build community and set a reminder to family and keep just everyone in the loop about what is happening in the classroom. So you can insert link, attach PDF. Maybe if you have news letters you like to send off or post picture. This really is like the Instagram of ClassDoJo. So to set it an event, you will just click event and then let's add a title for now. Let's do the last day of ICT. I will set the date and the time and the right in the description. I can just add a little bit of information about the event, and you can also include the Zoom link or any other links that they may need. And I will change the picture and then select when I want parents to get the reminders. So how to set those quiet hours? Up to set up quiet hours, you will click your profile picture at the top and select account, and then select account setting. Then select menu notification on the weekends and set up your quiet hours for a weekday. Then if a parents messages you during the quiet hour, they will see at the top of their message letter reminder that it is your quiet hours. So the last one is student portfolio. So student portfolio have a lot of offer, and it is a really great way to share your student work with their families. You can also create activities and import a worksheet that you want your students to complete any work that is completed in the portfolio. You have to approve it as a teacher, and then their parents are able to see it. I personally really like to use the student portfolio this year more as fun challenges to build classroom community. So every week we will have a photo challenges or a STEM challenges or a drawing a challenge where students can import a photo of that into their portfolio, and then I just put a little slideshow together to share on class story. To add an activity, you will just click create activities, like what types of activity it is, write that direction, and then assign it to their class. Some portfolios are a great way to share work with their families so that they can also like and comment and see what their students are doing in the classroom. So for students to log in, there are a couple of options depending if they are at home or in the classroom. So if they are in the classroom, they can enter the class code and select their name. And if they are at home, you can set the invite directly to their families. So this is what the student portfolio looks like. Once they log in, they can see their avatar class story. They can like and comment when they post again. It is like Instagram for them. They can also see how many points they have right here in the green cycle, and then you here they can click their portfolio and complete activity that they are assigned or add in their own work. Then right down here they can view their report and see what points they have earned that week, which can be really motivating for them. Thank you so much for your watching. The class dojo lesson video came for you to use. this Classroom Dojo in your class.